So I was in my second day of my quarantine when I was making a call to a friend with the landline and was like, Essay, no, 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 they were going to charge you. And he was just laughing at me. I'm like, what do you expect me to do? I'm just a JJC here. And if you want to know what I did to get settled here in Canada, then you want to stick around with this video. Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? What's happening? Thank you very much for tuning in. In case this is your first time here, this is Essay. She's a Nigerian girl. She's from Nigeria, from Delta State, Nigeria, and you are welcome to my channel. So this is where I share everything about my life here, and you're welcome. Please, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Just do your love, support your sister in the Lord. Okay, subscribe, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any one of my videos. Please be subscribing in this life. All right, so I want to share with you how I was able to get settled here, or things you need to do to get settled here in Canada. So I'm just going to share with you very few tips and yeah, basically. So the first thing I want to talk about is, of course, after coming out of quarantine. So I stayed in quarantine for 2 weeks. After coming out of quarantine, the next thing I focused on doing, of course, the next thing that once we're coming out of it is to rent a house. So a house is very important here. Accommodation, housing, having a home is so important that every other thing is like zero. So everything you're going to be doing will be like, first of all, housing. So right from when I was in the hotel, after I was in my quarantine, I started browsing about housing around my area. So I'm currently in Windsor, Canada. So I used a very popular app that is very popular here in Canada. So it's called Kijiji. There are also other applications as well too that you can use, but Kijiji is one of the best places where you can find very cheap apartments as well and really nice places. So I was browsing about apartments for rent in Windsor. And if you're just coming newly, you might want to consider, I know you want to stay in a very big house and everything like that, but you might want to consider to minimize your expenses and stay in a very smaller place when you have the money to buy and you can't be spending the money. Now basically expenses in different cities are different. So if I'm renting a house in Toronto, it's different from here in Windsor because apparently Windsor is supposedly cheaper than Toronto. Definitely the cost of living here, I can't compare it to that of Toronto. Toronto is freaking expensive. So I've met a lot of persons here that told me, oh, they have their own houses here in Windsor, but that kind of house they cannot get at that price in Toronto. So if you're a Nigerian, someone like you are in Lekki and somebody's in Benin, that kind of thing. If you understand, you understand. So basically I had to look for a house. I was searching for houses. So I was messaging landlords. Personally for me, I knew what I wanted, even though I wanted something very affordable, but at the same time I knew I wanted something cheap. So I needed to make sure that like the rent I was going to pay will cover my utilities, cover my internet, and also it will be very comfortable. So you see one thing about me, I love space. I love space. I really don't like anywhere crampy, and I also love a very bright room. So I'm filming from my room right now because I wanted it because I always love a place that I have natural sunlight coming in. So it depends on what you want. So if you're a student or even if you're new here, you might want to consider living in a shared apartment. So living in a shared apartment means that you are staying, you have your own room, you have your own space, but you're sharing your kitchen, you're sharing your bedroom, like your washroom with people. So those are the shared spaces, but you have your own space, you have your own room, you have your own wardrobe. It basically depends on how the house is. Now some houses come furnished, some come unfurnished. So most times I always tell people that if you're going to be renting a furnished apartment, an unfurnished apartment, challenge is possible to get a place like go to KGG. You're going to see cheap things. So some persons are maybe like they're moving out, and actually what I want to do, because even when I'm planning on getting my own bachelor's apartment right now, because once you get that furniture apartment, you can be able to get cheap things there. So persons are moving out of the packing out, and they want to just dispose of their stuff, so they'll sell it at a very cheaper rate. And it's not all of them are that bad, they are still very good ones for you to be able to use. So I had to settle that. Also I had to settle my rent. That was actually very important. So I was chatting with landlords after I came out of my quarantine. Now I needed to see the house. Please don't be deceived by what you see on, maybe you are checking for an apartment for rent in Vancouver, apartment for rent in this. Please see it for yourself, okay? It's not just by I know there's coronavirus there, but you can wear your face masks. You can just go there. So I was going there to see it by myself, see the houses by myself, meet with the landlords myself, and see the room, check for things that you want, see the house, see the apartment, see everything before you make any purchase, before you pay any amount of rent, or before you sign any lease. It's very, very important. And it's also very good that you also ask for clarity of what it entails. Okay, do I need to pay this? What do I need to pay? What does my rent cover? Please, all these are very important. Wow, they don't scam me. Don't let them scam you, Biko. So the second thing after I was done there, the rent, next thing that was very important for me to do was to open my bank account. Now to open my bank account, I needed to get what is known as SIN, your social insurance number. Now that your social insurance number is needed because you definitely need that when you want to get your employment. So you can apply online or you can apply in person. So I highly recommend that you apply in person, because I applied in person at Service Canada in Windsor, and I got it like immediately. Like it wasn't up to approximately, give or take, 20 minutes. And that was because of the coronavirus social distancing, but it was very fast. And all you just need to do is to have your documents, your passport, if you're your study permit, if you're a student, or your work permit, or your PR permit, your permanent residence. So once you have that, you can be able to get your SIN. And before I needed to get my bank account, I also needed to have my own Canadian phone number. So coming here, I was also communicating with my family back at home, because I used a particular application here that can enable you just generate a random phone number basically, and you can be able to call over the internet to your family and friends. And I was using that, but I definitely could not use that because it had its own limitation for any other official purpose. So I needed to get that as well too. So I used a Virgin. When I got here, one of the most shocking things I had was, you'll be paying for phone every month. I said, what? Like, it's when my friend told me about that, I was like, okay, like, it's not like, back at home where you just get your SIM card, and once you get it, but here, even though you have unlimited calls, text messaging, you have to pay your phone bill. It comes in like electricity bill every month. And I was trying to check for options, so I went to the mall in my city. So I was using Virgin Mobile. There are different options. There's Freedom, there's Bell. I think Bell is one of the most popular. So if you have a Canadian friend, most times you buy something like 519 and all that. So Bell is one of the most popular, but you have to go what is good for you. So you have to be paying every month together with taxes. I mean, it's crazy, right? So you have to factor that in when you're doing your living expenses. After that, and after getting the phone number, immediately, because in the mall where I got the phone number, the bank I wanted to open with was there. So there are different banks in Canada. So there's Scotiabank, there's Bank of Montreal, there's TD Bank, there's CIBC, there's National Bank. I can't remember all the banks. Well, I needed to, why I opened with TD was because of the nearness, which is very, very close to where I live, close to my school, close to where I live. And I felt, okay, I can easily go there, withdraw money, or if I have any issues, I can easily walk there. So another popular bank that most students open with here is Scotiabank, or other bank, basically Bank of Montreal as well too. It's a very cool bank as well too, and different banks, CIBC, yeah, I forgot to mention CIBC as well too. So I walked in, so just what they need from you basically is your street insurance number, your passport, your phone number, and just your normal details, and they'll give you everything you need to do. So I really opened it. I got my card, my debit card, they call it access card, your credit card as well too, in for the bank. So that once that was settled, I was able to, you know, it's easy because with the bank you're able to do transfers. For me, it was very difficult because I was using my USD card from Nigeria, my dollar card from Nigeria to do, but it was difficult for me transferring money. But once I had the account here, it was quite easy. You need it because when you want to get a job, you need to have a bank account because your employer pays majorly into that bank account as well too. Yeah, so that next and most important thing is also getting your health insurance. So if you're a permanent resident, before you get your, I'm talking based on Ontario now, before you get your Ontario health card, it might take us like 3 months plus to get here. But when you get, you still need to be on health insurance. So if you're a student, most times students comes with health insurance that is being attached to your school fees. So it's necessary you let them know that you are here in Canada, and you are, maybe if you've paid already, they can activate the health stuff for you. But if you're yet to have any health insurance, it's necessary that you contact a health insurance provider here in Canada. They pay, I don't know, it depends on the health insurance provider. So the one I'm using is Green Shield, G shape, or G. So it's very necessary because here you can't basically survive without health insurance. Like, you need health insurance for everything. If you want to pay for their health bills directly, it's crazy expensive. So I would not actually recommend you getting that. So I think those are the basic things I needed to do. So after I was settled here, next thing I needed to do was, you know, to get my things. That was visiting the grocery store, maybe get pots, plates, get those little things. I got that from Walmart. So Walmart is a very I like shopping from Walmart. Initially I shop from another place, but I discovered that they had limited things. So Walmart here has a lot of options. So they have different things ranging from food to drinks to clothing to household items to my pot plate, blah 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 blah. So I got that. So I just took out the Saturday and I decided to get all that all that stuff as well too. And another thing here as well too, that's to settle down, is also that the transportation most times is either you have a transit or you have what is known as, you follow cabs. So they are cabs, but they are quite expensive, or you have your personal car. But if you're just new here, it might not, because you need to get your driver's license as well too. So so the option might be bus, train, or cab and all that. So it's actually very good. So another thing you need to come here is to start applying as soon as possible for jobs, no matter how small or stacked as the job are. So I think those are the basic things I did to at least feel a little bit settled here. I think those are the things I did to feel settled. It was not so easy. It was quite stressful, basically emotionally somehow for me, but I think that's all good for that. So I'm going to see you guys in my next video, and stay safe, much love. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below. Bye.